Hey, y'all, and welcome back. I finally made it back. I know that it's been a couple of weeks, and I know that I did say that I was going to try to drop a video at least once a week to walk you guys through the book that I wrote. However, sometimes other things in life takes precedence, and you just kind of follow suit. So some of you may or may not know that I'm in a process right now where I and the Lord are going to have to go and talk to Uncle Sam about some things that happened to me while I was in the military. So I had already ordered my service jacket from the military. And of course, I was expecting it to arrive in the mail. So finally, I did get 2 discs from the VA, my military records you all see here. And I received these about 2, maybe even 3 months ago. So they've just been in my desk because I wasn't in the mood or the right frame of mind to just pop these in the computer and read through it, to get the process rolling. Because I got a year, I think until June to get this process rolling. So they've just been sitting in the desk. I didn't want to pop it in. I didn't want any memories at this time of what had happened. So I guess God got sick of me procrastinating about it. And when I went to the mailbox after I did that first video, a couple of days after that, I had this bad boy in the mail. Wasn't expecting for this to come in the mail. And what this is the military record printed out. So I guess the Lord said, if you're not going to put the disc in, I'll print it out for you. So here's all that paperwork and stuff from the United States military. So being that it was right there at my fingertips, I went through it. And for the most part, it was a lot of sad stuff in there. Now, do not get me wrong. I was fire hot when I was in the military. Moved up the ranks very, very quickly. I've always been smart. Made E6 5.5 years, and that's pretty much unheard of. But you guys know that I am transparent. But I went in as an E3 because I took junior ROTC at Fraser High School. So I went in as an E3, but still to make E6 within 5.5 years of your military career is pretty darn good. That's something to be proud of. I also went up for chief. So I was moving right along. But I want to say this, all too often, our fellow female military comrades are falling victim to sexual military trauma. And I, for one, am vowing to stand up and to become an advocate against military sexual trauma. I am vowing to use my story and the things that happened to me to fight against whoever I got to fight against. Just like the day I stood up and I pledged allegiance to fight with the United States of America, I am also standing up right now and pledging allegiance to fight with sexual trauma victims all over the world. So even with all that sad stuff being said, and even with me being on a little down mode for a couple of weeks, because it takes a lot out of me to relive those things. Right now, I just want to give thanks. You know what I'm thankful for, Lord? I just thank you that the weapons that were formed against me has caused me to want to stand up and be an advocate for sexual victims everywhere. That the weapons that were formed against me, Lord, that gave me my voice to speak, that the weapons formed against me gave me courage to come forward, Lord. And I pledge an allegiance to fight for rape victims, for sexual assault victims, for sexual trauma victims all over the world, God, all over the world. And that the weapons that were formed against me, yes, I used those weapons and I turned them against themselves, honey. I used those weapons, and now I'm going to be taking those same weapons to fight against all these things that are going on in the military, in these homes with these children, these missing, these exploited children. God, you just elevate me to where you want to use me, Lord. And I promise you, I will go. I am not scared. I am not afraid. I am not ashamed of what happened to me. But Lord, just use my mouth. Just use my mouth, God. And I promise you that I will go. I will go and I will be the voice. And I know that there are other voices out there. I'll come alongside you because this has got to stop. Let me also say that I am currently going through therapy sessions once a week for something that happened to me during this duration. And she's opening up a lot of things in me. She too is causing me to relive a lot of the pain. It's a lot of crying, but that's okay. Because Yolanda Toes is going to push through it so that I can be there and be strong for the next woman. And that I do vow. And believe it or not, this message actually was supposed to have been Can Them Dry Bones Live, coming out of the book of Ezekiel. But I guess next week or the next episode or whenever, we'll find out if those dry bones can really live. This is Yolanda Toes. I'm going to sign off at this time. Y'all please go and subscribe, hit the notification bell to this channel, and have patience with your girl, because I promise you the things that I have gone through, you all wouldn't want to walk 1 minute in those shoes. But me and the Holy Ghost, we got it. Bye-bye.